If you've been feeling a little run down lately with your manifestation because it seems like nothing is happening, let me tell you right now, there is always movement behind the scenes. There is always something going on, some kind of puzzle being put in place, some kind of chess piece being moved that is bringing you your reality at some point in time. Now, don't get me wrong, I completely understand the frustration of doing but seeming not to receive. By watching content, applying it, reading books, taking notes, maybe even doing coaching with someone, and still feeling like nothing's going on. But let me tell you, there really is something going on, and I want to tell you why that's the case in this video. So if your intention is to understand why movement is always happening, to give you that fuel to get you from where you are, not having, not receiving, to where you want to be, having, receiving, feeling the joy of this manifestation process, then this video really is going to help change your life and change the way that you look at the process. So it would be of massive benefit to you to stick out to the end. But who am I and why can I even talk on this subject? Well, my name is Matthew and I've been manifesting for many, many years. And during that time, I have helped hundreds of people just like yourself, as you'll see here, manifest their deepest desires. So if I could do it for them and me, I can definitely do it for you too. So if that's something that you feel you need in a channel, it would massively benefit you to subscribe to this one and click that bell icon when you do. Thank you so much for your time. Now into this video. So why is there always movement? There is always movement because your subconscious mind is always absorbing stories. There is always movement because your subconscious mind in each and every moment is rebuilding this reality, breaking it down, rebuilding this reality. With each consistent stepping into the desired outcome, your subconscious mind is building this reality with a slight change. That slight change being one step closer to you getting what it is that you wish to experience. Think of it like chess. People move the pieces around, and from an outside perspective, you may be like, why has he just moved that over there? I don't understand it. But the person playing chess is 10 moves ahead. And they're expecting the knight to go there. The opponent is going to put his queen there. He's going to then put his bishop there. Then they're going to move their king as a safety precaution. And then bang, their horse jumps there. Checkmate. But those 10 moves back, it looked like they were just throwing pieces around for the sake of it. But there was a plan. There was a calculated effort to get the pieces in the right place to out of nowhere checkmate. Your subconscious mind is doing the same thing. You just may not see it because you're the person looking at the board thinking, what is actually going on? In your physical present moment, you may not have that text or that job interview or something like that, but your subconscious mind is put in their head something like, oh, I should reach out to her. You know what? I'm going to reach out to her this weekend so that I can have, some time to think about what I'm going to say and then be able to talk the whole weekend. You might be sitting there thinking, there's still no text, but your subconscious mind is making it happen on this coming weekend so you can get the consistency that you've been asking for, as an example. Or if it's a job interview, you've been getting rejection after rejection after rejection, feeling like there's no movement. But the reason being is because your subconscious mind is making you be rejected while this perfect company for you has got 7 days left of the person who's quit before they can rehire. They quit, job opportunity comes about, you get the perfect job for you. In the present moment, you may be looking like, these rejections are just proof that I'm not manifesting. All the while, your subconscious mind is piecing it all together in the background. Because if you're consistent with feeding a story to your subconscious mind, it will build up the reality to create that. It has to. But it doesn't always do it in the exact pathway that you expect. Which is why we say don't worry about the how. Because you are asking for that perfect dream job, your subconscious mind removes all of these possibilities to create the one that you're asking for. But in the steps that you're moving, it probably feels like nothing's happening. But behind the scenes, everything is happening. In each moment, it's all being broken down and rebuilt with a slight, sometimes major, but a slight change that is just one step closer to you getting to where you wish to be. With consistency of feeding the story that you're already there, another change, another change, another change, until you're there. And it hits you like a ton of bricks. So if you're not feeling like anything's happening right now, that doesn't mean that nothing is happening right now. If anything, it means that it could be this next moment. It could be tomorrow. It could be the day after. You don't know. So don't get yourself defeated. Think of it like this as well, if I was to put it into a sort of an analogy sense. Let's say you've got a glass of dirty liquid. We'll just say muddy water. If you put new water in it, it's not going to immediately become clear. Like, you put 10 drops of water in and all of a sudden it's crystal clear. It starts to flush out. It starts to pour out that dirty water and slowly replace with the clear. If you keep putting clear water in it, you get a clear glass of water at some point in time. That's the idea of the perfect world, of the way in which we're feeding our we're feeding our subconscious mind this desired story. New story, new story, new story, new story. All of a sudden, new story is absorbed, reality changes. But the reason why sometimes it may feel like we're not getting the results within the expected timescale is because you're putting that new water in, and then you have a bad day, and you just ever so slightly pour a little bit of muddy water back in, which is aiding towards it being muddy again. But then you set that aside, bad day is what it is, new water, new water, new water, again, eventually flushes out. But if you keep doing, 500 ml of clean water, then having 500 ml of dirty water, you're not going anywhere. So your subconscious mind starts building it together, and then you kind of go back. Building it together, and then you kind of go back. But each time that you are putting that new water in, there is cleaning being done. Every time you get back on the horse, those bricks are being built to create the house of your new reality. Movement is always happening. You just need to have the confidence, the patience, and the persistence to ensure that you're true to what you're doing, you're allowing it the time to do what it needs to do, and showing it the right thing to do what it needs to do. If you show up for yourself each and every day like that, your game of chess, your house is being built, what other analogy you would like to put in place there will be finished. It'll be here. That I can promise you. But I really hope this video has helped. I hope it's given you a clear understanding as to why there's always movement and how there could be movement. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a like and a comment to let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you need any one-to-one help with your situation to break down the barriers that are stopping you from getting there and to build up the reality that gets you what you want, down below in the comment section and the description are the links to my services where I can help you with just that. But thank you so much for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed the intro of these past two videos. I've been trying something slightly different. I definitely need to get a better flow for it. I can hear that in editing, but hopefully you've enjoyed them and they're a little bit more snappy and you enjoy them. But thank you so much for your time. I'll catch you Friday.